So Big Brother showed this housemate literally that there is no sleep for the weekend. Yes, because tell me why Big Brother decided to be putting that alarm by 1:30 a.m. I kid you not. So the housemates, most of them had retired for the night and they were peacefully sleeping. Big Brother said, nope, not on my watch. You are not going to be sleeping. And that was how we started hearing coughing sounds, like intense coughing, a grown up adult man coughing. Now, initially, while watching, I thought somebody was coughing and somebody was hurt or something. But the coughing was very loud and it was very intense. And one by one, housemates were waking up. I actually thought that the coughing sound was annoying until I heard the bush baby. Would I call that bush baby? The bush baby crying sound. I'm like, Chineke na, Big Brother, what is this? And the housemates were actually not happy about it. Someone like Victoria woke up, came out from the room, went to the closet area, and she couldn't go back to sleep anymore. OC and OZ and Chizaba were in the lounge area. They had to come upstairs to check out what was happening and found out that it was Big Brother doing that. Wani, who actually was on medication because of the pain she had on her back or on her waist area, woke up. Sean didn't actually wake up. Tofa and Anita at some point woke up. There was another person that woke up and was really pissed. The person actually hissed. Big Brother was like, you people have been costing me for the fact that you people refuse to fall for any of my antics. I will make sure you people do not have a good night rest. And I've noticed that since yesterday, Big Brother has not really been kind to them. He's not really been nice to them. Even during the attacks, where he's supposed to be like to the rest of the house, try again next time. He just like, you people should go back to the house. During their diary session, it's almost like Big Brother was beefing them. I'm like, Kilo Day, Big Brother. It's not their fault now that you pack all of them, go inside the house. It's not their fault that your camera crew, when they are supposed to be showing things that are interesting, they are busy showing us people that are cooking, or people that are eating, or people that are just, sleeping. So everything is not the housemate's fault. So that this season is boring as it is now, you and I know, if we're being truthful to ourselves, it is not just the housemate's fault. It started from the selection down to the production to the camera crew. All of them contributed to this, if we are being honest. Yes, guys. Now, talking about honesty, Kassia. Kassia decided to spill it all to Nelly last night as she brought to fore Onyeka's gist once more. Now, earlier that evening, she was having a conversation with Victoria because Victoria was still very much crossed with Onyeka because she felt like, why would Onyeka put her up for possible eviction when Onyeka, is very close to Sean and she knows that Sean and Victoria are cool, and she thought that she was building a relationship or a friendship with Onyeka only for Onyeka to go behind her back, sort of, to put her up for possible eviction. Now, Kassia told her, I told you about this girl. I told you that this girl ain't loyal and all of that. Now, fast forward, Kassia decided to talk to Nelly about what a parrot has said. They told gist. She told Nelly that she's the one that actually said that because Onyeka had come to her and first during their speed dating thingy. It didn't happen during the first week, according to her. She said it's during the speed date that Onyeka told her that, can you imagine what they are saying about how that she overheard Wani talking to her man about her Onyeka trying to steal or being so close to Sean. Now, Kassia asked Nelly, if I were your friend and you heard something about like that, wouldn't you have approached me directly and say, my friend, though, why would you even think like this and all that? But no, she did not do that. What she did, according to Kassia, was to go around the whole house spreading the gist. Now also, she said after the speed date thingy that I think there was when she had also another conversation with Onyeka where Onyeka had revealed to her that The reason why she is close to Wani ex Handy at that time was because she felt like they had a big or a large fan base. Also, that when the last fight that Wani and Handy had, that Onyeka just decided to stay out of the business, stay out of the whole wahala, minding her business. That was when she was like, your friend and her man, or your bestie, because Sean is also her bestie, according to her, are having an issue. Why don't you go in and try to solve it? And she was like, me, I like to mind my business. So you see all this pork nosing I do to in people's businesses, all this snail is not for eating thing that I do, that it's all part of her strategy. Now, this was what Kasssia was telling Nelly. And she said, looking back, she had to sit down to put two and two together. And that's when she realized that almost all the things that this girl, that is Onyeka, has been doing in that house is all part of the strategy, including their friendship or her friendship with the Mbadiwe twins, the fights that she always has with her sister, that everything seems to be calculated and everything seems to be part of this grand strategy that Onyeka has. And Nelly was stunned. She was like, is this so? Really? Hey, why not that una know the two talk for this house? Why una know the quick talk for this house? Like, why am I not privy to all of this? Then Nelly decided to steer the conversation away from Onyeka and drove it to Wani X Handy. She was like, see, she's not a person that kisses us. She's not a person that will just be around you if she feels some type of energy towards you. That was when she started narrating the whole issue about Wani talking about her butt. She said that she and Wani and Handy were really getting cool and all of that, getting close, but after that incident happened, she really had to like take a step back and give them distance, because I mean, if it was them, they would have reacted the same, because you do unto others what you expect them to do to you. That when Toke came and Toke asked, why they were not close, and Wani was saying, oh, that it's because of after everything that Ibuka said that she has said. And she was like, no, I mean, I literally had to give you space because I don't think I trust you enough to be my friend if you can go behind my back and say something like that. She also talked about Sean, that Suj had told her that during the first week that he and the boys had discussed her birth. And now it's quite crazy that I think in the 5th week or the 6th week, I'm not sure, Sean decided to have that discussion with his babe. So it kind of like put her off. And even though she didn't really want to have a conversation with Sean about that, the fact that Sean kept pestering her for a conversation, she was like, okay, fine. It's not like you're going to change what you have said. It's not like you're going to retract your statement. So what's the point for the conversation? Basically, that was what they were saying, even though before then they were talking about pranking somebody, because they will feel bad if they come out of the house and realize that they are the worst set or the most boring set of Big Brother Naija. I'm not going to lie to you. The way they were gisting, their gossip was interesting. But now, the thing is, I hope when Ebuka decides to talk about this, they can own it with their full chest. Because Nelly had said that whatever she says behind anybody is something that she has weighed to see that if they ask her, she can actually say it to the person's face. So we await that. When the power decides to spill again, I actually expect them to own it with their full chest, because Kasssia should have owned up to this from the get-go when the Parrot had said this, because Kelly Ray had said during his diary session that he wanted to own up and say, yeah, that was a discussion he had with his wife, but the wife was like, nah. And he felt like, I mean, if they didn't open up at that time, that Onyeka would have had the opportunity to be changing the story and put it all on their head. Meanwhile, it was what she said to Kasssia. So, I sure hope they can own up to it though, because I feel like part of the reason they are always, boring is because they don't attack issues head on. They rather go in and sulk and disturb Big Brother in the diary room than actually face the person that pissed them off. Yes, guys. Also, a big shout out to TJ. He gave us an entertaining night last night. He invented this game to go pick anything that he makes mention of, and at the end of the day, the winner will have, I think, 2 extra pieces of meat and 2 eggs tomorrow. That is today. It was actually fun. I mean, for the first time this season, we are seeing a game that is not being sexualized. The housemates really was having fun. We were having fun. Ben is a menace. He and Nelly were the final contestants, and he was just not being fair at all. Yes, TJ, shout out to you. My only concern during that game was, I beg, make person no break leg, make person no fall, make person no wound himself, because Wani already took a nasty fall during the amateur tax, which our team won, and she was out. She could not even play the game. She had to retire to bed early. So we don't want anybody to fall sick. Yes, guys. Well, what do you guys think about all the antics that Big Brother has put up? Do you guys think that Big Brother is pissed at this housemate? I feel so. I mean, he's thrown everything at them. Ebuka, Parrot, everything. And still, these guys are not getting the message. He literally had to bring in somebody to let them know that you have to up your game. And these guys are just not willing to budge. I mean, that's why sometimes he puts up the AC and then he cranks it up to the extent that they are all freezing cold. Then he puts off hot water. Then he closes the gym and no head of house lounge. Big Brother is tired of this housemate, but like I said in the beginning, it's not entirely their fault. It started from the beginning, from the beginning. That was where this whole thing had started. Now there's really nothing that can be done to salvage this, except throwing these games here and there to make it at least a bit watchable. Yes, guys, I look forward to their dance competition again today. I wonder how Wani will get to dance with that waist of hers that is hurt now. But whichever one it is, hope you are voting for your favorite housemate to remain in the house. And on the lighter side, hope you are voting for your favorite team to win the dance competition. Well, on that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, what exactly are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, AZ Williams.